Good morning, YouTube. Jen and Alice here. Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to do a short ride on the dirt, and I would like to address a couple of comments that we've gotten from a couple subscribers about how the Himalayan handles off-road and how I manage the weight. So that's going to be the focus of our video today. We are on a dirt road that we have ridden before. We are just north of St. George, Utah. It's actually a pretty tame dirt road, so we're going to try to take some side roads and maybe give you a glimpse of what she can do. So join us today, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps us out. Alright, so like I mentioned, this road is pretty tame. So far the only things that I've encountered are washboards. It's a pretty hard-packed dirt road. Not a lot of steep hills or tight turns or anything really. It's a pretty chill ride. So like I said, we are going to take a couple of side roads to try to show you some of the varied terrain that the Himalayan doesn't have a problem in. I will let you know about the weight of the bike and how it's feeling to me, and how I think it's actually a benefit. I'll let you know about the low center of gravity and how I feel like that is pretty much the number one thing that makes this bike feel comfortable off-road. Alright, so getting your big adventure bike off onto a dirt road is really no big deal, especially a dirt road like this one. It's very hard packed. The worst thing you're going to encounter is some washboards, maybe a little bit of loose sand. No big deal. So, you know, this road is great. This road is a nice, chill ride where I don't really have to worry about anything with the bike. I'm not afraid I'm going to tip it over or anything like that and have to handle that 430 pounds. I'm not afraid I'm going to have to make any tight turnaround or anything like that because it's a big, wide open dirt road. We are about to turn onto a secondary dirt road, which will get a little bit more interesting, so I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we do that. Looks like we're about to hit our secondary dirt road, so let's go have a look at that. This will be a new road to me, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm not exactly sure what to expect, but I will be sure to let you know how the bike is handling and how I'm handling during this road. All right, as you can see, it's much more narrow. Looks like we're gonna get some inclines, some more extreme inclines. Looks like there's a little bit of rutting in the road, some bigger rocks. There's some soft sand right there. So far so good. Key thing on a road like this, you want to be standing up so that you can see the obstacles coming before you're having to deal with them. It also increases your ability to maneuver quickly. So that's something I learned early on that has really helped me out. So right now I'm just kind of looking at the terrain and obviously trying to avoid the bigger rocks. That's not too hard on this road. Oh boy, there are roads that get a lot worse, I can tell you that right now. Dave's last video that he did on the Honda, holy cow, you got to check that out. It's I think he called it Beat Again. Good luck avoiding any of those big rocks. They're all big. They're everywhere. Maybe someday we'll take the Himalayan on that, but not right now. All right, I'm keeping her in first gear right now. Dave has been on this road before, and he did inform me that we have some looser terrain coming up and kind of a steep hill. So I'm really going to keep my power management in mind. I'm going to stay standing up so that I can see the terrain way before I get to it. And I'm just going to handle things as they come. I mentioned before, I think the low center of gravity on this bike is one of the key things that makes it very comfortable off-road. Not only can I very comfortably put my feet on the ground when I'm sitting down, it just makes it feel more stable. You don't feel like you're gonna tip over. It feels like it wants to stay up. So that's a great feeling, especially for a newer rider, which I still consider myself a newer rider. I've been riding for a couple of years now, but I'm always learning, and I'm definitely not as extreme as I've seen some people get. Looks like we're getting some looser sand right here. I did watch a couple of YouTube videos recently on how to handle the sand better, and it's just with some use of the back brake to take weight off the front, as well as just increasing your speed as you're going through it, also with the intention of keeping weight off the front of the bike. So I've been using those techniques in the little bit of sand I've encountered since watching those videos, and I think that they've been helping out, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Oh no, what have I done? No, I am actually learning how to pick up my Himalayan. Before we left on the trip today, Dave tipped it over for me in the grass at our house, and I picked it up there, and so now we're gonna pick it up in some real terrain and see how that goes. So this is something you are definitely gonna wanna learn how to do if you plan on taking any bike off-road.
How much does the bike weigh, Jen?
430 pounds.
That's not with gear all over it, huh?
I mean, it's probably with the fuel and the gear, it's probably more like 470, really. All right, so Dave was nice enough to show me how to properly lift up my Himalayan and handle the weight. One thing I thought of was, since it's tipped over to the right-hand side, maybe I should come around to the other side and put the kickstand down so that that can manage the weight once I do get the bike up. So I'm gonna do that first. I know that I crashed in first gear, so my bike is already in gear. If it was not in gear, I could use my little handy bungee right here to bungee the brake down so that the bike isn't moving all over the place while I'm trying to lift it up, or I could actually just shift it into first gear because it conveniently tipped over on the right hand side. So anyway, let's give this a go. I'm gonna sit right on the edge here. I'm gonna be using my legs. Find a good spot to hold on here. One over here.
Walk it back, remember?
And I'm gonna walk it. I'm gonna start stepping backwards. There's very little strain on my back right now. It's all on my legs. Whee! 430 pounds. That's right. Not bad.
Nicely done, Jen.
See if I can get it to lean over on the kickstand.
Oh, you're leaking some gas.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
It seems to be good now. So
quite a bit of gas came out of that, huh?
Yeah, we were leaking a little bit of gas after we did our stage to lay down, and so I could pick up the bike, but I got back on it and I went to start it up. Nothing. So I think it was flooded, so I let it sit for quite a while upright, and I don't know, how long do you think it was? Maybe just a few minutes?
15 minutes.
Yeah,
enough for a granola bar and some water. Yeah, it's hot, huh?
Yeah, so then I got back on, it started up, it started performing a little better, and then I gave it some gas to get going, and all's history. It's all good now.
Yeah, so if someone encounters that in the wild, just give it a second, yeah?
Yeah, get it upright and give it a little bit of time.
All right.
All right, I want to stay far enough behind D-Rock so in case he eats it, I don't eat it on top of him. So here we go. Got some bigger rocks. Still going to try to avoid the bigger rocks. Got a little bit of a steep incline. Still going to keep it in first. I don't feel the need to have a lot of power going on up this hill. It's not steep enough to need that. So keeping it in first and just watching out for big rocks. So no big deal. Yeah, we cruised up that no problem. I went ahead and took off my ABS because this is going to be a steep decline. A little bit worried about my rear brake. It is not as good as it is on the XT, so I'm going to see how this does. I'm going to stay off of Dave just in case because I don't want to come in on top of him. So we're going to wait up here for just a sec. All right, I can't see him anymore, so we're going to go for it. Here we go, staying in first gear. keeping on the front brake. Yeah, we've got some stuff to avoid, so, or I mean, not the front brake, definitely not the front brake, so back brake. All right, well, that wasn't too bad. We're still descending, but there's not any majorly big rocks up ahead, it doesn't look like. Let's stand up and get a better look. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. It'll be interesting going back up if we go back up this way, I suppose. Alright, we've got some deeper ruts to avoid. Stand up and get a better look and be able to move around a little better. Not gonna get into this going too fast, that's for sure. Ooh, looks like we've got some steep coming up, so we're gonna shift down into first gear. Stay on that back brake. Stay away from Dave. Choose a track. We're gonna go right down the middle here. All right, Alice, you are handling just great, just like a dream. All right, we got through that just fine. Alright, I am exploring yet another side road off of the other side road. Is that like a tertiary road? Is that proper English? I think it is. Alright, it doesn't look too bad. Pretty tame, no big rocks. Just some sagebrush. That sagebrush smells good. Ooh, what's around the corner? Shift down into first. Yeah, looks like a nice little spot to turn around, probably. Oof, got into some soft sand there. This might be an interesting turnaround. So now that I've gotten so I can pick the bike up, I gotta tell you, picking the bike up is not the hardest thing. The hardest thing is really just maneuvering. Like once you're up, trying to turn the bike around on like a tight turn or something like that, that's harder than just picking the bike up. It really takes a lot of upper body strength. This isn't so bad, but when you get into some tight spots where you're having to get off the bike and lean it into you and whatnot, maybe I'll show some of that today too. Well, Alice, that is our first official crash. It was just this loose dirt, so I guess we'll pick her up without a D-Rock here. So it's tipped over the other way this time. I know I was in gear, so I'm good there. So really it's just a matter of picking her up. Let's get sitting on the edge like we're supposed to. Here and here. Roll back with your legs. All right. See? That is not really bad at all. Turned on. Maybe it won't. Maybe we'll be all right. All right. Well, so we're in some soft sand and we've got quite a steep incline to get up. So I can't give it too much power because I'll just dig down into the sand. So we're gonna try again. If it doesn't work this time, I'll probably go out in there and see if I can get a running start. I There we go. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. We're going again. So maybe it didn't flood this time because the direction it tipped, or maybe it was just because I got it up a lot faster than the other time. I'm not sure. But it didn't flood this time, so that's nice.
You laid it down?
I laid it down.
You laid it down in the wild.
Yeah, the first official laydown.
Congratulations.
We got back up fine, and yeah, no big deal.
Very nice. You okay?
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, it was like this big, soft. Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better spot. I was like laying it down in pillows.
All right. Well, good. Alice is broken in now.
She is. All right, we are back on our secondary dirt road. Just shaking off the post little crash jitters. Really, I think it was just more excitement than anything. I've been kind of building up to this when am I going to lay Alice down moment, and I really couldn't have asked for a better scenario. It was pretty chill. So yeah, not bad at all. We're just gonna keep following this road, see what else we encounter. So far we've gone through some baby heads, some ups, some downs, some ruts, some sand, lost it in the sand, woohoo! So I'm not sure what else we can really encounter today, but time will tell. What's around each corner, we do not know. So it does look like on our map that this secondary road does lead back out to the first road, the main road. So we're just gonna stay on it and see where it takes us. Well, this looks interesting. Stay off that front brake, that's for sure. Yeah, not bad. But it almost always looks worse than it is. Almost. Man, and that last downhill section there, that rut really snuck up on me. Ooh, we got another one here. I went through one at fast speed that kind of jarred the front, so I want to be careful going through those. I don't want to screw up Alice. She's doing so good. She's loving it. These ruts sure are making it interesting though. It's better when they're like, you're not paralleling them though, because you know, it sucks with going in a rut and not being able to get out of a rut. So these ones we're just kind of cruising over them, so that's not too bad. All right, what do we have here? We're gonna go right up the middle there. Oh yeah. See, now if I were to lay her down here, that would be much different than the wreck before, because we're on a pretty steep incline and there's some big rocks that I could possibly injure my ankle or something else on. So that would be less ideal than our other little wreck. Let's try to stay out of that rut. There we go. Not bad. Ooh, Alice. Yeah, we made her. Do we still have road? Maybe. Ooh, we got a spring. All right. Where there is water, there are bugs though, so we're probably not going to hang out. It's getting hot anyways, holy cow. Let's got to be over 100 degrees by now. We're about to noon. Oh, we haven't gotten through any water yet today. All right, we are approaching the end of our dirt road adventure for today, and man, what an adventure it was. We laid the bike down. Holy crap. I actually didn't intend to lay the bike down today, except for like the stage thing I did to show how to pick it up, but it is not a bad thing that happened today. I wanted to talk about the weight management of the bike and how the bike handles off-road and this and that, so I really got to show that and do that today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I hope you learned something. I learned something. I built confidence. I can pick this bike up by myself. It's not even that hard. So super sweet. Super good day. It's getting super hot out here. So we are at the end. So remember to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you next time. Jen out.